A few minutes ago there were reports that government troops had occupied the city of Sirte, on the Mediterranean coast, much east of Tripoli. That is, right now all that is located in the depths of the country, to the west of Sirte, has not yet surrendered. Now the enemy must go strictly to the east, in the direction of the Egyptian border. According to our reports, there was no special fight outside the city and the rebels limited themselves to small skirmishes, which is more like rearguard fights. It should be noted that it is in coastal areas that rebels are not very comfortable in a fight. Indeed, in addition to the Turkish aviation, which has already established itself in the best possible way, frigates of the Turkish Navy, which are equipped with both artillery and missiles, are on duty a few kilometers from the coast, so any major fight off the coast will have dire consequences for the rebels. Apparently, they understand this, and from yesterday sources reported that the rebels were leaving the city in columns, and at high speed, so as to get out of the city as quickly as possible. Some sources say that this tactic already used several times only says that the rebels fear that when the government approaches, they may get a surprise from the locals. In any case, they have already left Syria. At the same time, Haftarites are dashing from the stronghold of Al-Jafra. At least there is such a video. The retreat is increasingly reminiscent of fleeing, as government troops discover the huge deposits of weapons, equipment and ammunition that the rebels abandoned. We do not know by what principle the Turkish military allows the rebels to withdraw, but it is known that they destroy part of the equipment. In the photo above, armored personnel carrier of the United Arab Emirates, which was hit by a Turkish drone. Perhaps they are throwing clearly military equipment simply out of fear that they will be smashed into the trash on the road. But here is what the trophies from Tarhuna look like. Just see how many tanks are thrown. Well, the inevitable begins. Haftar's closest associates began to leave. So, Brigadier General Idris Mahdi has already announced his withdrawal from the illegal military forces and called on everyone who was under his command to go over to the side of government troops. It is still difficult to say how massive this phenomenon is, but if it does unfold, it is clear why Russian mercenaries are being evacuated so quickly. After all, someone may decide to go over to the side of government troops not with empty hands, but with a talking head that can be interrogated. In any case, the events are gaining some incredible pace, and now we can carefully say that it will all end there soon. At least, the Turkish side has already announced that it will help the government launch oil fields, and this is said only when it is already appropriate.